softball. That doesn't mean it's tied up. Oh man. Yeah. Great.
Go ahead, guys, when you're ready.
All right, how's this one feel? A series win?
Oh yeah, it's good. Any series win is obviously a good spot to start, but against a good team like this, it'll get us going, and hopefully we can make a nice snowball going downhill out of this and start rolling and doing real good.
It's been a tough stretch for you guys, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's baseball though. You know, you're gonna have tough stretches, and sometimes the tough stretch in the beginning of the year is a lot better than the tough stretch in the playoffs or the right before the playoffs. So this is a good learning lesson for us, and I think we can really use this and going forward and do good with it.
Talk about what you saw from the young guy. Matt Seltzer almost went the entire way. I mean, that was one of the best outings I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, no, he's legit, man. He's a young guy, but you know, he's a lot. I think he's very mature. He likes to say otherwise. He thinks he's immature, but I think he's very mature, especially on the baseball field. And he's a guy who, you know, it's really good stuff. Came from Florida State, a big school, and we knew he would produce for us. And today was exactly what we knew he was capable of.
And talk about you come in, then there's a moment where you've got to clamp things down.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, everyone, you never know what you're going to do or when they're going to need you. So you see him going out there in the nine. Some people like to sit back and relax, but I'll just try to stay ready and just be ready for the worst case scenario. And once I got my name called, just go out there and get 3 outs.
We saw Matt get the ninth inning started. When did you know that you were going to be coming in?
As soon as that guy got on first, they asked if I was ready, and I said yeah, and that was that.
What does a series win like this do for you guys? And you were kind of in a similar position a week ago, couldn't pull it out, but to do it, to win 2 out of 3 against, you know, a top 15 team, this has got to be a big boost going into this second half of the Big 12 season.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, in terms of confidence, this is going to help, but we already have the utmost confidence. Baseball is a funny sport, and sometimes things don't fall your way, and one thing can lead to a lot of things in baseball. So I think we've just been getting a little unlucky, and we haven't been playing our best baseball, but now this is something we can, like I keep saying, we can start rolling on.
We heard from Wallace that you weren't feeling all that great. How big was it for you to come in and be able to still shut down the game against the quality opponent?
Yeah, I mean, I felt good in terms of pitching wise, but I felt it was very hot out. You know, a guy from the Jersey Shore, sometimes the heat can get to you, and I had no food in the system, so I was feeling it there. But in terms of throwing and pitching, I felt great today. So,
what'd you see from the pitchers the last couple of days? A lot of guys stepped up in big moments.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of, you know, baseball is a sport where you hit 300, you're a Hall of Famer, right? So you're failing 70% of the time on pitches you're swinging at. So why not let's pound the zone early, and then those 2-strike pitches we can get a little picky with. And maybe that was something that, as a staff, we weren't really doing a great job of. We were getting falling behind early in counts, and it's a lot harder to hit the 2-strike count than a 2-ball count.
Was there something coaches said that maybe flipped the switch to change the mindset a little bit?
Oh yeah, I mean, they just keep reminding us of all of our things as a staff that we really like to live by. And you know, sometimes as a long season you can kind of get away from those things, but they're doing a good job of just harping down on us and making sure we're staying with the process and all of our cues and good things like that.
Between yesterday and today, it's just you and Castellano coming out of the bullpen. Just how huge is it to kind of help save your fellow bullpen pitchers' arms for later on?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge thing, you know, especially if we can start rolling now and we can make a postseason push. You're going to need everybody at the end of the year, you know. Just because a guy doesn't have 30 innings, it doesn't matter at the end of the year. Everybody's ready to go. So it's good to save them now and have them fresh. And yeah, you know, Tuesday we'll have all the guys going.
You think this is a postseason team?
Yes, I do. I think we could definitely get rolling. I mean, you could, and like I keep saying, not saying this about us, but in baseball, you could have, I'm convinced you could have a team of little leaguers out here, and if you just play the game the right way, you could find ways to win ball games. And if we just stay confident in ourselves, there's no one stopping our talent and our physicality.
How much did this series be kind of a page turner for you, and how you could kind of keep that momentum from this weekend as you try to make for that postseason push?
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a good spot to start with a team that's good like this. Big 12 conference games are huge for us. You know, maybe we're not going to get an at-large bid or whatever. Maybe we're going to have to win the Big 12 tournament to make the postseason. So, you know, beating big teams like this will prove to ourselves that once we see them in the tournament, we could definitely compete with them.
You got to protect the home field too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's huge. I mean, a team like that, not trying to put words into their own heads, but they might come into here thinking they could get an easy 3 wins. So yeah, it's huge that a team like this, we could really put our foot down and say, no, you're not coming in here and taking 3 games from us.
So on that note, how big is next weekend? You got West Virginia coming to town before you go on the road for a long road trip. How big is that to kind of repeat what you did this weekend next weekend?
Oh yeah, it's huge. I mean, that's another big time Big 12 team, top of the conference. So if we could start showing ourselves that we could beat these teams I don't see how at the end of the year we don't just start rolling and give ourselves a good shot in the postseason.
It's good. Good job.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Alex.
Take care.
Barefoot guy.